Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's a generational talent and a revered voice in the modern hip-hop. He announced tour dates. Dark Aura Tour, a 25-city headlining run, kicks off October 16th in Boston. The tour comes off as an announcement as his highly anticipated new project, Lonely at the Top, that's out August the 29th. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Joey Badass. Joey, what it do?
Yeah. What up, Unc? How's it going,
man? I'm doing good. How you doing?
Man, I gotta say, like, y'all really shoot the show this late?
We really shoot
every time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all in LA, huh?
I'm in Miami.
Ocho in Miami.
Okay. You see, Miami. That's that nightlife.
No. Hey, Joe. I don't do the nightlife. So I take a nap during the day, so I'm able to get up, to be able to do the show. So I'll be okay.
You see, you understand the program. I don't understand the program, so I'm like, I'm over here fighting sleep. I'm like, yo.
Well, shit, I mean, you in that green room. I mean, like you developing pictures or something. Like you work for Kodak.
Damn. Yeah, this my studio room right here, and it's like, part of my ceilings, right? Like I had a little leak.
Nah, you all good.
But you know what? But check it out. I never fixed it because I was like, you know what? I like that. It kind of remind me of like the old days.
Keep you hungry.
Yeah. So I keep it raw.
Tell us a little bit about the album.
So yeah, Lonely at the Top is out August 29th. This project is it was made in a short amount of time. I want to say this is probably like the fastest I've made a body of work. I mean, a lot of things transpired for me this year musically. And it was really just kind of pushing my pen, in a way where it's just like, I'm just kind of eager to get the music out. Lonely at the Top means to me is like, kind of looking around and you being at the top of your success and you realizing like, how much isolation you find there on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you guys can relate, but like, being on that life journey and, you're dealing with things like survivor's guilt and, you wanting everybody to come and things like that. But what you find on that other side, for you to make it is like, sometimes it's a isolating feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta block so many things out to maintain that balance, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like, what this collection of music feels like for me is kind of like a reflection of where I am today.
Yeah.
Right now.
You get that a lot, coming from the background, and I'm sure we kind of all come from very similar backgrounds, but no matter how big a bus is, no matter how big a plane is, there are X amount of seats. And everybody ain't meant to fly on that flight. Somebody meant to catch the next one. Everybody ain't meant to get on that bus. They meant to catch the next one. And so what we have to do, what's hard sometimes, is figuring out who's supposed to be a passenger on our bus, who's supposed to be a passenger on our plane. That's because you do feel bad because like you said, you've been around a lot of these people your damn entire life.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I got the analogy that I use is like the Aladdin's purple carpet. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got 100 motherfuckers on there with you, like you ain't going.
Yeah, it ain't gonna take off.
It should barely levitating off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to go to the mountaintop, so it's like I got to keep it light. You know what I mean? So I could ascend and everything.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, but how do you balance that? How do you balance that? Obviously, coming from where you come from, most of us have the same background, and those that we grew up with. Once we start to ascend in our respective craft and whatever it is that we do, a lot of people trying to go along with us, they complain. Oh, you hating? You ain't real no more. You're not taking me on this journey that you yourself has been working to do. So, how have you been able to navigate with those when you have an album coming out? It's Lonely at the Top, but those that feel that they deserve to go along with you. And
well, if I'm being completely honest and completely transparent, I think that I am still on the journey of learning how to balance that. You know what I'm saying? I think it is a matter of continuing to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things do it. I think the strongest thing is putting God first. Like that is my grounding factor right there. It's like, remembering God as often as I can on the daily, and remembering that this journey is a predestined path, if you will. You know what I mean? And it's just like I am doing what I can at each given point in this journey, applying the wisdom that I can to make the best moves. You know what I'm saying? And, sometimes you might look like, yo, could I have done that better? But you know what? That's part of the growth as well. You know what I'm saying? That's part of like reflection and all that. It's part of it, for sure.
You're one of those old, like, now I don't know how many true lyricists that we have. And I hate saying this.
Not a lot. Not enough. It's not enough. It's not.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Because it used to be, you had the KRS-Ones, you had Kane, you had Rakim,
Right.
you had LL, you had Slick Rick, you had the Scarfaces, you had guys that was literally on point.
Mm-hmm.
And now, it's different, but you want to take it back because, a lot of the OG lyricists originated Brooklyn, the Boogie Down Bronx, KRS-One, all those guys. So
it's the Mecca. Yeah, the Mecca.
Absolutely. Do you feel that's what's missing from hip hop?
I would say that, first of all, I would say that I don't like to look at it as I'm taking it back. I like to look at it as like I'm taking it forward.
You advancing
because I'm living in this
Gotcha.
time. You know what I'm saying? And there's a Nina Simone quote that like has always resonated with me. She said like, music is gonna reflect the times. I'm paraphrasing it, but something along the lines of that. And I always kind of stay cognizant of that because I think that we are in an interesting time, which is why the musical landscape looks the way that it does. Because as a society, we are prioritizing certain things, and that's coming out in our subcultures, if you will, like especially the music. But if anything, I look at it as a purposeful position to be where I'm at and to represent what I represent. Because, like, in a world full of just like godless behavior and just vanity and stuff like that, I try to keep my balance by spreading a message when I can and being purposeful when I can and upholding a certain level of skill, effort into my craft.
Hey, when you talk about that skill and effort and being able to maintain that balance when it comes to your, to being a lyricist, the sound of music in general, from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s, obviously to date, 2010s to now, the sound changes every 10 years. Has it been difficult for you to adjust to what the sound is at the time, or do you just stick to your guns and say, listen, I don't care what it sounds like right now, I'm going to stick to what I've always done and what has worked for me? Or do you?
In all transparency, I've definitely found myself at certain points in my journey, trying to adapt, if you will. But like, where I'm at now, I think I'm at a space where it's like I no longer necessarily care to adapt. I think what's important to me is being as authentic and true to myself as possible. Because I feel like in 2025 is like that's the best thing that you can do. Like, with the internet. Like, I think it was a little bit different back in the day because it was all about like, where you was from and things like that. But I think the internet kind of allows for people to be a little bit more expressive and not be so bound by like where they are or where the culture is. You know what I mean? It's like we have, people with classic sounds reemerge. Like you said, it's like the game changes every 10 years, but it also comes back every 20. You know what I'm saying? History repeats itself in an interesting way. So I think, right now my focus is definitely just what is my authentic voice at this time? What is true to me at this time? What do I want to convey? How do I want to convey it at this time? And I think that I use that as my guiding light, my North Star, and not like what the landscape of the game is per se. Like there's a small awareness of that, obviously, because you got to know the league that you're in. You know what I mean? You guys can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the playing field or whatever. But for the most part, I play my game. You know.
But that has to be hard because if you do something over and over again, it's like I wish you give us something new. And when you give them something new, I wish I wish you go back to the old stuff because I see that a lot of times. Guys like, man, I wish you would do something else. And when they do something else, now all of a sudden, man, I want that. Oh, I like the old stuff. So how does someone evolve if every time they give you something that you're not used to seeing? It seems like to me that the only person that they allowed to evolve was Beyonce because she went from one genre to a whole new genre and got more people and got women wearing cowboy boots and cowboy hats and Daisy Dukes to the concert again. But when it comes to rap and other genres, they won't let that artist get out of that box.
Yeah,
it's more pigeonholed. Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I think you know, you got to do your role in blocking out the noise.
Okay.
Because, you know, what I've learned is that fans are fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what Jay said is like they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't know what you want, what they want. So I feel like as an artist, you always got to be doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is true for you at the time. And even if, because I'm definitely big on that idea of not making the same regurgitated thing and taking risks. I enjoy taking risks, you know what I'm saying? And being experimental. Like I enjoy when I play a song for somebody and somebody's like, that's you? Like that.
Oh, okay. You like that surprise.
Feels good to me. Yeah, because it's like, okay, like I did something that you didn't think I could do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm breaking the mold that you may have over me in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know I could go there. But at the same time, it's still me, if you will. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, just to answer your question in short though, you got to do for you. You know, it's funny too because I was just kind of having a mental thought, and I'm like, damn, like who do I make music for? And I'm like, you know what? Like I really can genuinely say that I make music for me. Like I make the music that from my experience and that like I kind of want to listen to or I want to drive my car to or I want to feel fly to, you know what I mean? And then it's like everybody else is kind of secondary. And I know that might sound a little funny, but that was the thought that I had when I made my first body of work. Like there was nobody, there was no audience, there was no fans. It was just me and my four walls. And I'm like, this is dope. Like, I think this is tight. You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay as close to that place.
Listen, as long as you've been in the game, and all the work that you've done over the years, I understand the politics that comes into the music industry. It's a very, very fickle, very, very dangerous industry from a political standpoint. If there's one artist that you would love to work with that you haven't worked with, who would it be?
I would love to work with Pharrell.
That's a good.
Pardon me, I'm changing rooms because my phone is about to die. I'm telling y'all, I was I was fighting sleep for real. But yeah, Pharrell is definitely somebody who I've always wanted to work with. And we've crossed paths many times. We just haven't been.
Damn, Joy, did you pay your light bill?
Oh, did I pay? You funny.
Damn. If I ain't know, but that's where you like Abe Lincoln up in that thing.
Yo,
Get a candle or something.
Yo, Unc, I don't think you heard. I don't think you understand. Like, it's bedtime over here. You know what I'm saying? Like lights is out over here.
Yo, where you at? Where you live at?
I'm on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm up in New York.
Okay.
Well, you are at the birthplace, the mecca of hip hop. Give me some of your early influences. Who was influential to that Joy? Like, you know what? I want to do that.
Oh, Jay, Nas, Biggie, MF Doom, Pac, Black Moon, J. Rue the Damager. I was a big J. Rue the Damager fan. Who else? Shit, even R&B, man. Shit, even more new generation. Lil Bow Wow. I remember I was a kid in that era, so like seeing Lil Bow Wow do his thing did a lot for me because I was like, oh shit, I could do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hey.
People sleep on my boy Shad. Shad
Oh yeah.
deserves way more applause.
Bow
Yeah.
was like that.
He had a beautiful, he had a nice run, boy. He had a real nice run. Hey, Joe, you listen to battle rap?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love battle rap. You know what I mean? My man Loaded Lux. Yeah, I just had a back and forth with the homie Daylight earlier this year.
Yeah.
You know,
Daylight 10 is
Ichi Gotti is probably on my top 5 battle rappers as well, along with the other 2 names I mentioned. Yeah, and I love the battle rap
yeah, I
culture.
love battle
So
rap.
what's going on? What's going on with you in the West Coast?
What's going on? Oh, we cool. We cool. We had a little lyrical squabble. But it wasn't about nothing. It was just, everybody wanting to show that they the best. Right. So yeah, we got down a little bit. It was fun.
Okay.
But
I just didn't know you guys were still on that type of time.
Yeah. Like, I mean, listen, it was all in good faith, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? I made a statement at the beginning of the year, and one of my records and some rappers on the West Coast took offense to it. I didn't mean offense to it, but at the same time, I respected their perspective. Right. And we pretty much just traded some bars.
Made the better pen win.
Made the better pen win. Indeed.
Do you kick it with anybody, or you a soloist?
I am by nature now in this phase of my life. I am solo a lot, but yeah. Like when you say anybody, you mean like rapper friends
you
type
got
of thing, like
the homies that you kick it with, that's in the
oh
game.
yeah. Like JID is a great friend of mine. Corday is a great friend of mine. ASAP Ferg, Denzel Curry. Like those are my guys for real. And then it's like, I got a bunch of people just scattered throughout the industry that are really solid individuals and I've been rocking with for a long time for sure. But you know how it is, like, as a man, you get to a certain age, it's just not what it was in the early 20s and in your teenage years when it's like you hang with people every day and stuff like that. It's like we all got
the older
our
I
own,
get, the older you see, once you get to a certain age, you get to pick your friends. It ain't like when you were in elementary school, junior high, and high school, and everybody just around. Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. Nah, as you get older, you get to pick your friend.
And
you notice you pick less and less of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you got
true.
less
That's
time.
true, man.
You got less time to vet them.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a fact. I've always heard the saying, "Pick your friends like you pick your fruit." Because shit, I be in the fruit aisle in the grocery store for a minute, like looking.
Yeah, that's why. See, that's why you got to wash your fruit when you get home. You hear what he's saying? He done had it in his hand. He done thumped it. He done tossed it up like it's a tennis ball.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you got to wash that apple off. Sure.
Hey, so check this out. You made your television acting debut on a U.S. network. You try to do any more acting?
Oh, not trying, brother. I am.
Oh, you doing? Okay.
I am absolutely doing.
It.
I got some projects in the works right
That's
now
what's up.
that I can't necessarily reveal at the moment, but I'm excited to share them when I can reveal. Like this really big project I'm really excited about that shoots in Paris next year. Probably gonna be like, one of my, I feel like this could be like, my real magnum opus in the film TV world, inshallah. But Raising Canaan, we still got one more season to go for that. That's been a pleasure. And then I had the Netflix short a few years ago, Two Distant Strangers, that won the Oscar. And a couple projects in development as well. So acting is definitely something that I take serious.
Yeah. We want you to do us a favor. Ocho is a lyricist. He goes to do open. I know you remember the movie Love Jones.
Yeah.
Trey Lorenz and
Lorenz
Tate, excuse me, and Nia Long. So Ocho's been, going to these, this open, these spoken words.
Yeah.
So Joey, grade it. We're gonna let you grade it because you the professor of and the lyricist and great penmanship. So grade Ocho's spoken word.
Yeah, listen.
Let's go, Ocho. Let's do it.
Listen, Joey, my pen is like that. Hold on.
Stay
Let me get in
left.
character. I'm under the weather right now. Let me get in character.
All right, bet. Do you think? Big dog?
Long summer nights, they all come to play. They walking across the streets, acting like a stray. She has an umbrella, but it's not even raining. That's it. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna give you one of those, man.
Appreciate that.
In poetry, you gotta snap. You gotta keep it classy.
The funny thing about it is people will hear what I just said and not be able to visualize what I'm talking about. There's a message behind that. But unless you in that mode, in that spirit, and have that vision, you'll never understand what I say. So you go back and listen to it again with your eyes closed. Then the people in the chat, you'll understand where I'm going with it.
Then it comes to life.
Bingo. Yeah. Everybody can't. They don't have my vision.
Everybody can't go. Everybody can get on that plane.
We just talked about that.
Yes, sir.
He has a tour, Dark Aura, starts off 25 City, headlining, kicks off October 16th in Boston. New album drops August 29th, Lonely at the Top. Joey Badass, stop back by and talk to us sometime. And let me ask you this. Who you got this year? Who you team and why?
Who's my team? Basketball?
Football.
Or NFL? Football. Oh, like you guys probably hate me when I say this, but I don't really watch football, bro. Yeah. I don't know. I'm the wrong person to talk to. I don't know what's going on.
Well, who your basketball team is? Who your hoop team?
Man, like I'm always rooting for LeBron, man. I'm always rooting for LeBron. I'm a big LeBron.
There you go.
fan,
That's what we talk about. We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get you out of here on that one. Joey, man, best of luck. Continued success, man. Stop back by and see us sometime, bro. Sorry we're so late, but this what we came on after the game
it's all
today.
good. You know what? Next time I'm gonna make sure I get my power nap in like Ocho.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, bro. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate y'all.
Joey Badass, Chad.